All hail the Clicks crew. All right, guys, today we're going to be covering object attacking and just object rules in general for Heroclix. So Heroclix object rules, Heroclix object attacking. We're going to go ahead and talk about that. We're going to do a deep dive into this because this is a topic that comes up a lot, especially for new players. They don't really know how it works or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and break down. We're going to talk about the different object tokens you might find, the difference between light and heavy, how they work in game. So make sure to buckle up. This is going to be a really helpful video for new players. Heroclix for beginners, you guys are going to like this. And then veteran Heroclix players, you're going to like this because this deals with the new rules for the Heroclix 2021 rules and rules changes and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, before we get into this video, though, now's a good time to let you know that Mr. Clicksflix is sponsored by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has a winning role for our gaming needs. You can visit them at luckydicecafé.com or in their Facebook page using the link from the description of this video. Mr. Clicksflix is also sponsored by TrollandToad.com, one of the largest online gaming retailers. Visit TrollandToad.com and use the promo code Mr. Clicksflix for 5% off your Heroclix order today. All right, guys, so these are Heroclix objects. There's a bunch of different ones, different kinds. So you're going to see, we're just going to talk about what they look like. We're going to go ahead and go over the rules first, what the rules say an object is, and then go over what the PAC says for object attacking. And then we'll go over what the different objects might look like physically. So, from the Heroclix Rules 2021, this is page 12 for those of us interested. You can go print this out at heroclix.com if that's something that you want. Or if you get the new Wonder Woman 80th anniversary starter set, you'll get a printed laminated. It'll be a really nice copy. I would suggest getting one of those. But here we are. It says objects. It will be easier to learn Heroclix without objects on the map first. After you're comfortable with the figures on your team, try adding an object or two. More advanced games might even include special objects with their own rules, which we will be covering in this video. We'll be talking about special objects. Light objects have a yellow ring and represent things a regular person could lift, even if not easily, like a moderately full garbage can. Heavy objects have a red ring and represent things that only someone with superhuman strength could lift, like a totally full dumpster or a small car. Once per move, a character can pick up a light object in a square they move through or a square adjacent to one they move through. Characters can put down an object in any square they move through or square adjacent to one they move through. During a move, characters may pick up an object or put one down, but not both. Characters can only hold one object at a time. Each player can place up to 3 objects in a square in squares outside the starting area during step 5 when they place their starting force. Your characters can use objects to make attacks. You can read the details on the powers and abilities card. So the Heroclix pack for 2021, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. So this is the Heroclix pack for 2021. Let me see here. All right, so here we are. We're just going to read all these. It's a real short read. Object pickup, and these are inherent abilities. So these are abilities that all Heroclix possess. Object pickup. Once per move, this character may either pick up one light object or put down one held object in a square it moved through or adjacent to. So that's what it was talking about in the rules there. Close object attack. Close. If this character is holding an object, make a close attack and modify damage +1. After resolutions, destroy the object. Now, this is an important change from Heroclix rules in the past. It used to be when you used a light object, it would be 1 damage, and when you use a heavy object, it was 2 damage. However, now with the new 2021 rules for Heroclix, everything just deals 1 damage now. Range object action. Range, minimum range 6. If this character is holding an object, make a ranged attack targeting a single character that deals 2 damage instead of normal damage. After resolutions, destroy the object. Okay, so that's really neat there. All right, and we're going to take a look at one power that's going to help illuminate why we even bother with heavy objects right now. So it's super strength, knockback during close attacks. This character can pick up and hold heavy objects. If they don't have super strength, they cannot pick up or hold heavy objects. So these are what the various objects look like. So you might have these ones that come from WizKids. Okay, they're like thick cardboard. So here we have our yellow ring with our taxi door on it. So this is a light object. Here we have a TV with WizKids on there. Surrounded by red indicates that it is a heavy object. Now, the new ones, at least in the last starter set I got, were smaller than this and thinner than this. And the purpose of that was on the back of your dials, you've got these two notches, and it's to tuck these in. So the new ones are smaller and they're easier to tuck in. And then they don't occupy as much space behind the figure either. Like you can see how this comes off. You see nearly at least a half a square off the back of Blastar there. So the new ones don't come off nearly that much. And then you've got different individuals out there that might make their own objects, which is perfectly fine. These are ones that were for Patreon rewards. If you're interested in that, make sure to check me out at patreon.com/MrClicksFlix. I make custom stuff like that each month, mail it out, and that's just a little reward for that. So here we have I always make sure to have the red around the outside, so this indicates a heavy object. This is Thomas and Martha Wayne's tombstone, and then I just got a little QR code on the back. And then we've got, for the light object, indicated by the yellow, we've got a little jack-o'-lantern here, QR code on the back of that one also. And then here we have our 3D special objects. So we've got, they can come in either light or heavy. So here we've got two light ones. This is the Power Gem and the Exospecs. And then we've got the Goblin Glider here, which is a heavy object indicated by the red. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. So it said special rules for the special objects. So let's go ahead and take a look. So as we can see here, it says indestructible. So we can't destroy this object except for by special rules. So it says indestructible. This object can only be KO'd by using it as an object attack or by its own effects. So you can destroy this object if you were to pick it up and try to hit an opponent with it. So that's how you'd get rid of that. And then otherwise, if it doesn't say indestructible, you just treat it with the normal Heroclix rules for objects if you're going to use it in an object attack. So how does something like an object attack work? Okay, so we're going to... Blastar here has traded super strength, and he has charge as a special on his movement. We'll go ahead and bring him down one here so that he can be in frame. Then we're going to go ahead, we'll use Wizard here. All right, so we know that super strength means he can pick up a heavy object and use it. So we've got our heavy object here. We're going to say, okay, we're going to give Blastar a power action to use charge. He's going to move 1, pick up the heavy object 2. We're going to put our action token under him. And we're going to make a close object attack against Wizard. And then we're going to roll our 2d6. And if our attack total, which is our attack plus our dice roll, is higher than his defensive total, which is what's printed by his shield, we would hit, and this would deal +1 extra damage, destroying the object, at which point you would set it outside the game, kind of like where your character cards are or something like that. So let's say, you don't have somebody with super strength. Let's say, I don't know. Here, we'll still use Blastar, but we'll just have a light object there. So Blastar could charge again, pick up the light object, attack. You make your attack roll. Still deals the one extra damage, so it'd get him up from a 4 to a 5, and damage that other character. Now let's make this a little more interesting. Let's say Blastar is going to attack. We have the Goblin Glider here. Okay, so now we're the special objects. What do you think happens? If you're a new player, I want you to pause the video and tell me what happens with a special object. All right, so since this is a heavy object, as indicated by the red ring around it. That means his super strength is needed to pick it up. So I couldn't pick it up with somebody like Medusa here, who does not have super strength. She lacks the ability to pick that up. But Blastar can, because he's super strong. So we're going to go ahead and say we're going to charge again. We're going to move 1 square, pick up the object, 2 squares. We're going to end our movement there. We're going to assign our action token. And then we're going to attack Wizard again. Again, rolling our dice, comparing our attack total to his defensive total. And then if it's higher, we get the +1 damage to hit him, and then it destroys it. Now, new players, if you make your attack roll with an object and miss, the object is still destroyed. It doesn't matter whether you hit or missed, and it doesn't matter if it's a special object, a standard object, anything like that, unless it has some sort of special rule stating otherwise, which I don't think there's any new figures, new objects like that right now. Whether you hit or miss, the object you attacked with is gone. So that's something important to know. All right, guys. So I want you to let me know any questions you have about object attacks, Heroclix object attacks, in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer all of those to the best of my ability. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share. Really helps keep me motivated to make these videos, and it also lets YouTube know, hey, I enjoyed this video. Other people might as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, please remember that zone critical miss if you don't have probability control.